Hello everybody, it's the end of the week, it's Friday the 24th of April, and today we're going to be answering questions accurately. We're going to be looking at chapter 1 from the book Holes. We're going to work through one question together. So when I read the first chapter, I want you to think, what impression do you get of Camp Green Lake? That means, what is it like? And you're going to need two pieces of evidence from the text. You might want to jot down a few ideas whilst I'm reading. There is no lake at Camp Green Lake. There was once a very large lake here, the largest lake in Texas. That was over 100 years ago. Now it is just a dry, flat wasteland. There used to be a town of Green Lake as well. The town shriveled and dried up along with the lake and the people who lived there. During the summer, the daytime temperature hovers around 95 degrees in the shade, if you can find any shade. There's not much shade in a big, dry lake. The only trees are two old oaks on the eastern edge of the lake. A hammock is stretched between the two trees, and a log cabin stands behind that. The campers are forbidden to lie in the hammock. It belongs to the warden. The warden owns the shade. Out on the lake, rattlesnakes and scorpions find shade under rocks and in the holes dug by the campers. Here's a good rule to remember about rattlesnakes and scorpions. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you, usually. Being bitten by a scorpion or even a rattlesnake is not the worst thing that can happen to you. You won't die, usually. Sometimes a camper will try to be bitten by a scorpion or even a small rattlesnake. Then he will get to spend a day or two recovering in his tent instead of having to dig a hole out on the lake. But you don't want to be bitten by a yellow spotted lizard. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. You will die a slow and painful death. Always. If you get bitten by a yellow spotted lizard, you might as well go into the shade of the oak trees and lie in the hammock. There is nothing anyone can do to you anymore. So whilst I was reading that, I asked you to think about the impression that you get of Camp Green Lake. So what do you think it was like? These are some of the ideas you might have come up with. It's hot, it's dry, it's deserted, dangerous. You might think it sounds unwelcoming. It's really important that you think about the evidence in the text which backs up your ideas and opinions. Here is an example of how you might want to structure your answer. I think that Camp Green Lake is a dangerous place because there are a lot of creatures there which could harm you, including rattlesnakes and scorpions. I also think it could be described as unwelcoming because... Remember to read the text carefully to find the answers and think about the techniques we use in school to answer accurately. Now go to the website where you will find the questions and chapter 1. You can write the answers on paper or print out the sheet to record your answers on. Well done for all your hard work this week. Enjoy your weekend and don't forget to come back next Monday when we're posting some more slides for you to work through.